Hey y'all, welcome to nicolaaaadesigns. Okay, I have just a little bit of resin. It's actually getting warm, so I need to get it mixed. Since we're coming up on spring, I have this little rabbit mold, little bitty one that's so cute. I've never used it, so I don't know where the little nooks and crannies where it might get bubbles, so hopefully we don't get too many. I just see the ears, so hopefully it won't be too bad. But I figured let's do some neon colors, why not? But because they're neon, and when I have some colors on the top because I try to mark them. They look pretty transparent. I remember these being like really gritty, the neon powders. These are letsresin from the 12 color letsresin neon powder mix set. But they kind of look transparent. So I'm going to mix white behind this and then add that to each of the colors. So let me mix this really quick. And I'm going to add some white. Last time I tried to mix this casting resin white, it usually doesn't take me that much, but for some reason it took me way more, but maybe just because I had that much more resin than just a couple of ounces. Maybe I had 8 or something, I don't remember. So I'm just dropping a lot in here just to make sure that it's white. I want opaque. Ouch. Okay, thought I dropped something. Hopefully this is going to be white. Ooh, it's thick. It's thick and it's warm. And I'm going to do the alcohol technique because they were so gritty. This is really thick. I need to get it poured. So what I'm going to do really quick, get some other sticks. I'm going to put a little bit in each cup and dissolve it with alcohol. It's one little trick that I learned from Michelle on Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. It will dissolve your powder. I'm putting a lot. Not that much stuff in there, but. And mix this. So just a couple of drops, just enough to get it where it's kind of enough to dissolve it. But I'm thinking that might help that gritty problem. So that should be good. I'm gonna wait till I get these other ones before I pour the white in there. This one is purple. Tell me if you think I'm picking good colors for a spring rabbit. If they come out. I'm trying not to get that transparent look is what I'm trying not to do. That's a lot for, for a little bit of white. Okay, got purple, yellow, alcohol. Might be too much. The reason I don't like doing this is it thins the alcohol out and gives it a different viscosity, and I don't like that. Messing with that. I just don't like when it gets too thin. Okay, in this one, you can tell I store them upside down. Okay. And just a little bit. That's a lot of pink. Well, it should be. I might put too much in that too. That should, and I still have some on my stick. That should solve the gritty problem though, and get it dissolved. And if it's going to be, for some reason it just seems like the neon powders are harder to mix when I've only used it a few times, but okay. So now that I have these, I'm trying not to let them tump over because they're heavy with the stick. And I'm just going to try to divide this in between. And I have some hearts over here if I need to, if I have extra from the rabbit, because I have a feeling I'm going to have extra. Mix all 3 colors. Get them blended together and see how that comes out. You can tell how thick this is for just regular resin. It's thick. But I don't like to waste resin. I have so many size molds to pour into when you have leftover and you have another project. And sometimes those are better than the projects you had planned. All right. See how thin well, it's got a weird consistency right now because the alcohol is mixing with that resin. It's thick resin, but it's thinned it out. It might work to my advantage this time. I'm not even going to put glue. Do I need to put glue? Yeah, I need to put glue. That is bright. Look how bright that is. So way better than, so the trick is adding white. Now I know. Because those aren't the colors that I had when I tried it before. So add a white base, you guys. It's a good little tip that I didn't know. It is thick, but it's gonna blend, so I should have kept a white out, some white. Too late. Ooh, look at that one. You know what I'll do when I get done with this one, I'll even put it under black lights just to see how it comes out. That's gonna be cool. Okay. So, I'm debating if I want to clean this little cup over here. I'm just going to get a new one. Alrighty, I am going to put glue because I don't want them to, I want them to marble if I can. 2, 1, 2. I'm going to do one more in that one because those were tiny, tiny drops. All right. And I'm just gonna try to pour it down the side. It's not gonna work very good because it's thick. Okay, we're just pouring in, or dumping in. Gotta cut it. It's gonna be easier for me to cut it this way. Oof. Let's make a mess, Nicole. It's gonna be a bright rabbit, and then I'm planning on blinging it out. As I like doing that. That's some of the fun stuff. Is adding rhinestones, and if you have any. I have some little guitars. I don't know if the guitars would work on the rabbit, but you see things going, oh, what can I do with that? You figure out different things to, like what I was roaming the miniature aisle the other day at Hobby Lobby, no, at Michael's. They have lots of cool little things you can put. I have a really cool project coming up that is going to be fun with some miniature stuff. All right. Just going to dump it. We're just going to dump it. And then if I have more, like I said, I'll make some hearts. Stuff is thick. Alrighty. Okay. Just trying to get to the pouring part. Glad I know about the white now. And the alcohol helped so much because, like I said, it's so gritty, and I had a hard time getting it to mix the other two or three times that I've tried using neons. Alrighty, okay, 99% alcohol. Gonna spray it in here. Get it into those little bitty ears, big ears, and we're just gonna pour. Which all I see is pink right now. It's gonna be a pink rabbit, darn it. All the yellows disappeared. Oh well. I see pink and purple. I just don't see any of the yellow. The yellow got eaten up. As bright as that yellow is, it got eaten up. Come on, drop. Drop. All right. See, I wanted that. Okay. So I will wait for that to demold. I'm actually going to try to pick it up and make sure that the ears, I shouldn't have filled it up so high. I'm just pinching the ears really close, and I see little bubbles popping up. I will keep an eye on it. This is going to be a pink and purple rabbit, mostly pink. I can see on the sides. Okay, so I have something. I'm going to put these in some, let's see, let me just put this right here. And let's get this one. I don't see any of the pretty yellow. Well, and purple and yellow make brown, so it might be good that it didn't mix too much, because that could have been ugly too. Now that I think about it, didn't think about that when I was mixing it. I just saw the pretty colors. Ugh. You'll see. That's what glue does. But like I said, it was also already thick. All right, so I'm gonna get this done, and then I will see you guys on demold. See y'all in a little bit. Okay, we are back. I know this is just a little bitty project. I'm gonna do these first. I can tell by like glancing in here. No, this is gonna be all pink, which I'm kind of bummed about. Mostly pink. I wanted this look on this, but you know, it happens. And this is probably on this side and not on the other side. So we're just gonna demold these really quick. Oh no, those are cool looking. Oh, I like that. See, that's what I wanted this to look like. But I don't think any of the yellow came out. So with that, you could actually put you can do a pocket hug and just round off, like right now it needs to be filled in just a little bit, or sand down the edges so it's just a kind of a thin heart. But you can put a pendant, can't think of the correct terminology right now, the little backs that you just glue to the back of it, and then put another coat of epoxy resin instead of this, but sand it down and put epoxy resin. That's one thing you can do. I think that came out cool. Aw, see, I wish that was on this side. Let me cut this off really quick. So I don't have a whole lot. I think this right here is what this is going to look like. But like I said, I wanted it to look like that. So we might have to try it again. Okay, she. We'll see if we add bling to her or not. I'm saying she's a she. I was worried about the ears. I started to demold it yesterday and they were still a little soft and I didn't want them to pop off. So I'm hoping. Yay. Yeah, see, she's all pink. Aw, I wanted this on it. Oh well. At least I got pink and purple, but no yellow. We have to try her again. I'll bling her up and make her cute though. So she'll be pretty. And then I'll take them out in the sun so you can see them in the sun. But if I do bling her out, then I'll go ahead and videotape that process as well. Just the fun of it. I mean, I could put little earrings on her. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what I can do with her. All right. See you on the next part. All right. Hey guys, we're back. I wanted to bling up this little bunny some just to kind of give it some extra oomph. I also said that I would show you what they look like under black light, which are really cool. I just wish that the bunny had those colors is what I was trying to get, but I still think they came out cute. I'm gonna bling them up. Ooh. Yeah, see, that would have been really cool on the front, but it ate it up, or just the way I marbled it, so I might try it again on something soon. But I like this neon set. It's really pretty. Anyway, first I'm going to make these into magnets. I went ahead and sanded down the edges to make them smoother and everything. I'm going to put magnets on the back of these. I make the pocket hugs, but I actually renamed my little card. It doesn't say pocket hugs. It says something about hugs or something, but it doesn't say pocket hugs, and I put magnets on them so they can put them on their fridge. So just a heart to remind them. I forgot how I named it, but still the same concept. I just changed the words a little bit. So I bought these on Amazon. It's a big box of magnetic dots. I have some smaller ones too for like flowers and stuff. These were some that I had already, so I'm just going to put these on here. And then I have my little cards. I'll put a double stick tape little sticky thing. These are some holographic molds, but they're not clean molds, so I'm not crazy about them. But I needed to throw some resin in something, and that's what came up. They're all a little bit different, but they don't have a good finish on the front. If they had a good finish, then they'd be awesome. But they make good pocket hugs. So we're going to do that really quick, and those are done. And this little rabbit here, so these all have things on the back, so those are done. So I just, like I said, I have a little card. I'll double stick tape it to the card. And sorry if my light's not been good. I haven't even noticed that until just now. Yeah, to the cards and everything. And then I have a little envelope they'll go in, and so that'll be that. So the little rabbit, I am going to put just a little bit of bling, not a whole lot. I'm also going to paint his little, her little eyes and her little whiskers and stuff. So I'm getting out the letsresin acrylic marker set. And I have them, I used their card that they put in there so that I can actually see at a glance what colors I want to get. The only thing I don't like is the way they put them in the box, and that you have to kind of dig through them, and it's not very convenient. But I heard their bigger set has, I think they face up or something like that. That would be ideal. And then I have a few rhinestones that I can put somewhere here and there. So let's see what we can do. Got napkins. I think I'm good. So I don't know what color her eyes should be. I think black. Because I can't do white with a white dot. I think we're going to try it. And sometimes this stuff beads up on resin if it's too shiny. But if you mess up, you can take some alcohol and it will come off. So it's not, unless it's like, see, I have like little bitty dots, little holes, micro bubbles, that it can fill those in. So you got to be really careful sometimes when the thing isn't perfect. I forgot to bring in Q-tips. I'm gonna need Q-tips. Hold on. So just kind of wipe it up. See, it kind of goes into the indentation. And I'm going to do that. Uh-oh, I did her other eye, and I didn't mean to do that eye. That eye was good. I have alcohol in here, too. Okay, so let me let that dry for a second. Try this again. I didn't like it bleeding. We're going to stay right there and see if maybe, nope, I just have to do more. Okay, we're going to try that for a little bit, and I might end up wiping it off and doing it again. I want a contrasting color for her other areas so that you can see them. Oop, darn it. I'm tired. So I'm not as precise as I should be. Okay, let's start with the bottom one first. And then the top one. Don't bleed. And I guess I'll speed you up so you don't have to listen to me talk. And I will see you guys, when I get to the rhinestone part, I'll probably speak really quick. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Okay, she's a little bit better. I'm gonna put some bling on her really quick. Oh, I forgot her mouth. I don't know if I can get her mouth or not. Her little nose or whatever that is. We're gonna try. There's a dot right over it. So I'm hoping I can go directly under it and inside. And then I'm gonna go in and wipe it up and see if it went into it, hopefully. Kind of see how it kind of stays inside. I think that's as good as I'm going to be able to get that one. Okay, and then really quick, not a whole lot, but a little bit of, let's see, what I think I want light pink. Light pink. I think I want these ones. Yes, they look like AB stones, but they're pink. And I'm not putting that many. I'm going to put this, and then I'm going to put a little bow on the back. She already has some kind of bow, so. Tiny rhinestones make all the difference. They do. And glitter. I'm trying not to put too much. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in screen. Sorry if I'm not. I'm trying. Okay. I mean, she was quite boring at the beginning. Look, she got all prettied up to go out for the night. She's ready to see her. She looks like she's praying, actually. What is she praying? Oop. I don't have any. I need a little, those little bags that they have, the little miniature bags. That would be cute in her hand, holding it like that. That would be cute. Is that enough? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. You're higher. There we go. How's that look? Didn't she look cute? Hold on. Got one more thing to do. Pink. That goes there. And one more. Hopefully it's not too big. I don't think it is. I've got a little bow. Wait, is that a bow or a butterfly? That one's a bow. That one looks like a butterfly. Hold on. No, it's a bow. I guess it could be either. I've always thought of it as a bow. All right, so she's got her little thing there. I'm gonna put, do I want to put it up here? I need a color in her, that little ribbon around her neck. Okay, dry. I want it to be exactly center. Well, come on. All right. I'm gonna let that dry. What color do I want to make her little ribbon? Her little ribbon needs to be I used the orange already. I used the pink. I'm looking at my colors over here. Really quick. Got it. 263. No. Ooh, that was pure luck right there. Okay, let's see if it's going to stick, if it's going to be too shiny. Sometimes, see how it kind of beads up? I don't know if you can see that. And sometimes I just can't get it to work at all. My metallic ones tend to do better. And these are good. These are really, really, really good. And I love all the colors. I don't know if I need to scuff it up, but I don't want to scuff it up before painting it. And then lots of times I actually will go over it with UV resin, just depends. Just to make sure it's sealed in, because I don't want it to peel up, depending on how much it gets handled. My memorial hearts, I'm kind of hit or miss on whether I actually put, do those. Hold on. I'm trying to see how it goes right there. Sorry. Almost. I might speed you up through all this and you might not have to listen to me talk. There we go. Isn't she cute? Aw, I need to give her a little name. She's cute. Anyway, yeah, I put UV resin on them when I can. The memorial hearts I don't, just because they're not going to get handled. They're in little, the little holders, frames, whatever you call those. I can't think right now. I'm tired. Okay, so let me see if you can tell. I might have to take, we're not going to have any sun, so for a week, I think. But I think she came out cute. What do you think? All right, thanks for watching. This is the 3 that, yeah.